Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for another shave review video. We are looking at shaving with a Shavette razor, and we're going to give it a go. I am ready to do it. Let's go. All right, let's take it from right there. We are all lathered up. I used, of course, my easy go-to non-changing variable, the Barber Shop from Razor Emporium. And I thought today, it's been a long time since you guys seen me. I've been just on the double-edged train. I'm not doing anything exciting. I thought, let's do something different. We're gonna do a Shavette shave. So in case you didn't know, this is a Shavette. It is not a straight razor. A straight razor is a piece of metal that is sharpened and it is permanent. This is a blade. This is a razor that looks like a straight razor, but you're gonna actually load in half a double-edged blade. And to do that, I grabbed some perma-sharp blades from Russia. And we're gonna take one and break it in half while it's still in the wax paper. We're gonna load it up. Pretty easy to do. Grab it, snap it, carefully remove half. And there's also other vendors who sell halves already pre-cut. This one is a clamping style. We take the little clamp off. I usually use a fingernail to kind of separate the two parts. And you're gonna be presented with these two posts. And we're just gonna throw this blade on those two posts, sandwich it back carefully, not moving the alignment, and then we put the clamp down. With that all being said, I'm gonna hold it maybe like a straight razor, right? This funny little way. I always tell people when you grab a Shavette or a straight razor, it's 90, 180, 270 degrees. So kind of like a 3/4 turn. And you're gonna hold it usually with a couple fingers like this. Some people hold it with just one finger. Some people kind of do a couple combinations, but whatever is most comfortable for you. And it's gonna kind of feel a little foreign at first, so don't be scared of that. The whole point of the handle being up in the air is actually to give you balance. I always describe it like a cheetah tail, so it kind of helps offset and gonna give a counterweight to the cutting edge over here. We're always gonna start flat against our face. Start flat and then slowly bring the angle out as you feel the blade engage. Short little strokes. Another big helpful thing, take your other hand and stretch. So we're gonna pull up. And do what's called skin stretching. Start with easy flat areas like your cheeks. If this is your first time using a Shavette, maybe just stick to your cheeks only. Don't try to go to the entire face. It's okay to have your double-edged razor ready to go, or your cartridge razor, whatever else you're familiar with, kind of waiting in the wings. What you're going for is competency, not completeness, meaning we're trying to learn, we're trying to get some confidence here, but we're not trying to say, well, I did the whole thing, I'm totally good. That's gonna come in time. So even my other hand here is pulling kind of down on my neck. I'm using a lot of, you're gonna see me make a lot of weird faces, guys. I know sometimes I make funny faces to the camera, but today is all about stretching my face. A lot of these. Moving things around. I'm trying to get a flat surface for the razor to glide over. And I'm trying to also get it to be taut skin, not wrinkly skin, not soft. That's how you get nicks. You want to make the skin taut and flat. Now for today's razor, I grabbed a Holy Black. There's lots of different Shavettes on the market. One thing Shavettes are really great at is lining stuff up. Because the blade is so exposed, it's a little bit easier than sometimes a double-edged razor. and you can really get super clean lines. So a lot of guys like to use these who are into like beards or styling or, you know, fancy sideburns or whatever. And chances are, if you've been to a barber shop, you know, an actual barber shop, not Great Clips, but an actual barber shop in the last 50 years, this is what they're going to use. Meaning, real straight razors have not been a part of barber shops in decades. Once the advent of blood-borne pathogens and blood-borne, you know, illnesses kind of popped up in the 70s, 80s, they were gone. That's done. This is much more hygienic, and it's also, I mean, for you, I wouldn't want to be sharing a straight razor with someone else, but this blade can be changed between customers, so if you are a barber professional out there, you may be used to that. So for my lower neck, I'm going to switch hands to my left. Again, super slow. It's been, I haven't used a Shavette in, well, you guys tell me. You can go look at my old video and leave a comment when the last time I used a Shavette was. I feel like it's been at least 2 years. Never a bad idea to have some fresh lather. Don't feel like you're cheating or you didn't do a good job. Better to have good lather. So, than not, right? If you are new, and if your dominant hand, I mean, I'm right-handed, so you're seeing my right hand over here, right? You can go and try to do the right hand, and that's cool, and I think you should maybe start with that, especially on flat areas like your cheeks. However, I will tell you, it's kind of like learning to ride a bike. You really should try to push yourself after maybe a few times of doing it with just your dominant hand to switch over and use your non-dominant hand on your other side of the face. It really does make things in the long run a lot easier. The cool thing with the Shavette is that you get kind of the feel and the look and the experience of a straight razor with none of the upkeep, right? Real straight razors require honing and stropping, oiling. They're a lot of maintenance, and I'm not saying they're bad, but it's kind of like owning an old British sports car. You're gonna have to do some maintenance on it. Whereas this, you get to have that kind of experience, that feel, but the handles are relatively cheap. You can get a great, you know, Shavette handle for under 50 bucks. Sure, you can splurge. I think this one's just a little bit more than $50, but there's lots of styles out there. The handle's just holding the blade. The blade's what's still doing all the work, so it's kind of like double edge. If you like your favorite blade in double edge, like mine's Perma-Sharp, you can still use that by breaking it in half, right? And the handle, it's, you know, it's nice to have kind of a fancy one, I guess. I kind of do a hybrid going back and forth between my dominant hand and my non-dominant hand, just depending on where I'm going. Like for my sideburn up here, it's no big deal. It's high up on my face, and this hand can easily get over there. But then you saw, like for my goatee line, I used my right hand because I really wanted to have some control, and it's really close over here. Whereas this, I'd be using the heel. So you look at this, straight razor world, we call this the toe, we call this the heel. So I didn't really want to use the heel to get that angle. I wanted to use the toe. So I kind of swapped over to get that leading front edge to get that goatee line. The benefit of using the other hand, guys, is it's just options. It's geometry and it's options, like stuff like this, where you know, one hand kind of crossing in front of the other hand may be awkward, and so it's nice to have those options. I'm gonna go back to my right hand to get my lower left part of my neck. I will tell you that shavettes can kind of, if you are thinking of it as like a stepping stone to get to a straight razor, it definitely is a great stepping stone, especially if you're coming from double edge or cartridge. I would actually recommend it over going straight. Like when someone comes into my shop and they're like, Matt, I love my Mach 3 cartridge razor and I want to get a straight razor. I'm like, no, stop, nope. There's 2 stops along the bus before you get to your destination. Get a double edge or get a shavette. Then get a straight razor, because you need to at least learn these little concepts like angle and pressure, because this guy is not as forgiving for a bad angle, and this guy is not as forgiving for a bad amount of pressure. So that's how nicks happen. Yeah, but go for par, guys. Don't try to get mastery. If it's just easier just to do your cheeks only for your first shave, cool, no big deal. And I know what you're gonna say, Matt, you have a goatee, you're not even doing the hardest part of your face. Okay, all right. You win, I lose. I don't know what else to say. I like having facial hair, so does my wife, and that is really important. So, I have shaved many a time without a goatee on my chin. I will agree it has some complexity for some guys. You know, it's coarser hair, but honestly for me, my lower neck is the hardest for me to get. We're gonna use some barbershop aftershave splash because I'm feeling great so far, and this is gonna just finish up my shave for not doing a shavette for a while. And remember, you're supposed to tell me how long it's been. Is it as perfectly close as a double-edged shave? No, but if I did it for the next week in a row, it would be right back there. Because I straight razor shaved for a good 2 years, like way back in the day. I was always straight razor shaving. And it's kind of like riding a bike. You know, you will kind of lose that muscle memory, that skill if you don't do it, but it comes back pretty quick. Like again, if I got back on this razor for the next couple days, I'd be right back at it. But I think today I did good. Holy Black razor, the Shavette. We did a Shavette shave, finished out with some barbershop. Looking good, feeling good. It's possible, don't be afraid. You guys can do it. It's, you know, definitely kind of the next chapter. If you've been a double-edged shaver and you've been wanting to kind of mix things up, spice things up, have that kind of new novelty, a new challenge, get yourself a Shavette. You can still use your same blades, and you will enjoy your shave. If you've used a Shavette, if you have a better Shavette you recommend I should try, leave a comment below. And if you do leave a comment, you are entered to win this, the official Razor Emporium black and blue t-shirt. That's all I got. Woo! Loving it, feeling great. We'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.